Welcome back to Good Day State Line. Sarah from Dady Law stopped by last month. We got quizzed, and I did okay.
You did great. You nailed all of them.
But we didn't have too much time to talk about you, so we're going to do that this morning. We want to hear all about you and how you just ended up, at this point in your career. So tell me.
Sure. I've been practicing immigration law for 16 years now. I can't believe it's been 16 years. I do family-based immigration, deportation defense, and visas for victims of crimes who cooperate with law enforcement. And I first started doing immigration law when I graduated from law school. I started volunteering, and a human rights organization gave me an asylum case.
Okay.
And I was able to help this family that fled a really awful situation, and to have our country be able to welcome them in where they're safe, they're stable, and to be able to live in peace, it made me so proud as an American.
That's awesome.
And I said, this is all I want to do.
I love that too, because when you think about law, there's so many different avenues you can go into, and some of them might not be as emotionally fulfilling.
Well, and this is a common misconception by Americans, right? We think when our ancestors came over as immigrants, just got on a boat and got off the boat, which is primarily true. They don't understand that our immigration system is this big bureaucratic mess. You have to deal with anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 different federal agencies and departments, and we have a lot of laws that don't make sense. We have different agencies interpreting the same law 2 different ways.
Sure.
So unfortunately, a lot of people need attorneys to help them navigate the mess that is U.S. immigration.
Well, at least, you exist and you can help people navigate, which is awesome. We love meeting people who are helping people, do things especially so important.
Right, right.
So what's your favorite part of your job? Is it just helping those families?
I absolutely love when people are granted their green card permanent residency or sworn in as U.S. citizens.
That's awesome.
Because it's like, welcome, you are part of our nation now, and it's such a compliment to us that people want to go through this process, jump through these hoops, because they so badly want to live in the United States and be part of who we are.
That is so true. You really can't state that any other way. So great job. Now you're going to test me. You brought another game for me.
I did, and I'm sure you're going to nail it again.
We'll see. We have some myths or facts I think we need to go over.
Yes, we have some myths and facts.
I believe they're going to pop up for us. Okay, you read it, Sarah.
All right. Myth or fact, people who marry U.S. citizens automatically get U.S. citizenship.
Okay, I think this is false. Right?
You are correct. Okay. This is a myth.
But if you have a card, you can stay if you marry somebody, right? That's what happens in the movies.
I know that's the movies. The movies is not reality. So this is a common misconception, right? We think, oh, if you marry a U.S. citizen, it's no problem to get your papers. No, there's still a process.
Okay.
Number one, a U.S. citizen has to justify their marriage to the federal government, prove it's legitimate marriage. Sure. And then 2, and that process can take anywhere from 9 months to a year. 2, then their spouse has to prove that they do not have immigration violations that would disqualify them from getting a green card. And it could be something as simple as having smoked marijuana as a teenager. That will disqualify someone from getting a green card. So
there's a lot going on there.
That process can take a year or longer. So people will call me up and say, hey, I just got married. My wife is from this other country. Can she jump on a plane and get here next week? And I'm like, no, unfortunately.
It's not like
that's not the way our system works.
All right, we have one more quickly that we can show up and see if I can guess. People who have a baby in the U.S. automatically get legal status. I think that's false, but the baby's a citizen, right?
The baby is a citizen under the 14th Amendment.
That's from TV, too.
But there's no such thing as an anchor baby. I hate that term because it's so misleading. U.S. citizens cannot petition for parents until they turn 21.
Okay.
So that's a 21-year-old legal adult child who can drink alcohol before they can petition for a parent.
That is a long time, and thankfully we have Sarah to just give us all the information. And where can we find you if somebody wants to talk to you?
You can find me at DadyLawGroup.com.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by. One of our favorite parts of summer is the cocktails. We are shaking some up with Rush Creek Distilling in just a second. But before we get to that, we have to name our fan of the week. We asked you on Facebook, what's something you should do but you don't? Our winner this week is Charlotte Webb. She said, eat more green vegetables. She wins a GDS swag bag packed with goodies, and you have a chance to win next week. Just follow us on Facebook for details. We'll be right back.